silence. If a person happens to be driving down a public road and gets pulled over by a police officer, the first thing that the costume-wearing official will ask the driver for is their license and registration. This does two things. The first is that the license creates what is called joinder, which creates a joining of separate parties. In this case, the person who is driving is joined to the person that is named on the contract of license. This automatically puts the driver under the jurisdiction of the state and renders them silent. This is the reason that if an officer arrests someone, they give the citizen the Miranda warning, which indicates the right to remain silent. Why the right to remain silent? Simply because after the contract of silence license was handed over, the person rendered themselves silent, so the policy officer is simply reiterating a fact. Now you have the right to continue being silent. The driver is now a proven subject of the state, and is therefore subject to listen to all of the commandments, acts, and statutes that govern that state. This is why the anagram of silent is listen. The second thing asked for was registration, and this puts the action of contract into a registry with the crown. Hence the term regis from registry is from the Latin meaning king, royal, regal. A policy officer's vehicle is decorated with red and blue lights for the reason that the mixture of red and blue creates purple, which is the color of royalty. The person is now considered by way of contract a loyal subject to the crown, whereby the anagram of loyal is alloy. By definition, an alloy is an admixture that debases or reduces the value of something. It is to corrupt morally and make it profane, which is the reason that license is rooted in the etymology of the term licentious, which means to lack morality. By definition, license means to be unrestrained and to deviate from normal practices. Furthermore, alloy is connected to the term ally, which is from the Middle English alien. This is because the admixture is now a foreign substance, unnatural, alien. Bind is cognate with the word bond, as connected to the stock market with its stocks and bonds. To be a foreigner is to be an alien, and through the context of law, an alien foreigner can have a lien put onto it, which is the right to take someone's property if an obligation is not discharged. It is to put the obligation of debt onto the stock and bond market. Lien is also from the Latin word for spleen, which plays an important role in the regulation of red blood cells. Once joinder is established, this creates a John Doe, which is to indicate that a true defendant does not exist, making the fictitious persons joined as pledges. To pledge is to create an act of binding and loyalty as already shown, but is also the act of providing something as security for a debt or obligation, which is linked back with the term lien. All of this is done in full agreement, since a maxim of law is silence is agreement to the actions. License, silence gives consent, which is to agree to the meaning of something.